Today we're looking at two defining moments for Liverpool Football Club in their pursuit for this season. And of course it's going to be the 1-0 victory over Arsenal, and then of course it's going to be the blockbuster pursuit of Alexander Isak. So let's dive right in, because for Liverpool, every detail counts. Hey everyone, this is Neil with Neil Rates Football. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. But if this is your first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to us here at the channel. Hit that like button as well and share with Liverpool faithful or just with football enthusiasts. Now, of course, Liverpool have edged over Arsenal in a brilliant 83rd minute monster of a free kick from Dominik Szoboszlai. And I was joking about this yesterday, but if I see anyone from a distance, this is how I will be greeting you from now on, from a distance. And it's kind of a wave and a snap, because that's exactly how that ball flew into the back of the net. And that was a very, very needed set piece and a very needed goal in that match, because I think both Liverpool and Arsenal were almost evenly matched. I think in the first half, Arsenal were a little bit stronger going into that first half, and they just weren't able to secure the goal that they needed. So yeah, Liverpool edged past Arsenal through a brilliant 83rd minute sensational free kick by Dominik Szoboszlai. And we were joking about it yesterday, and we said, hey, if I ever see someone from a distance and I'm trying to greet you or get your attention, this is the little motion I'll be making from a distance, because that's how that ball flew into the back of the net. And I think it really shows how serious Liverpool is taking this, and to show that they are really title contenders again, and they are fighting to retain their title as champions. Now, they've done this brilliantly. It's 3 out of 3 for Liverpool so far, and they deservedly sit at the top of the table heading into the international break. But if we look at that match, in the first half especially, I think very, very level, but perhaps Arsenal just edging over Liverpool slightly in that first half, and in the second half I think it was more even. Liverpool way better with possession of the ball in the second half, and of course that's where the goal came. And I think it's very telling that Liverpool have paced themselves. They've really calmed down. They've had to remain resilient throughout this match, and especially composed. And you could see that in the second half, because that was what was needed to make sure that they maintain that clean sheet that they were gunning for, and of course getting the goal that they so desperately needed. Now, Liverpool aren't without its criticisms, of course, but it's not without its problems either. Dominik Szoboszlai has been phenomenal in that right back position. I mean, he's done well now for this last 2 games that he's played. He's been an absolute boffin in that area, just a guru, showing how it should be done, and him being the choice ahead of Bradley and ahead of Frimpong, who's out due to injury at the moment, shows his ability to adapt and adjust and still bring the level of play that Liverpool wants, expects and needs from him. But his movement into the midfield as well, brilliant to see, bringing just some of that overwhelm that Liverpool likes to have in the midfield. Now, could Liverpool do better in the midfield? Of course, but when things normalize again and we're able to swing that rotation in the way that Liverpool needs and wants, I think we'll definitely be seeing some more of Liverpool's overwhelming tactic throughout that midfield. And I think there's going to be a lot of players who haven't really shone the way we wanted them to shine, will start to shine. And I'm thinking of players like Wirtz, for example, example. But there is a bit of a disturbance, not in the force, but a disturbance in the squad and how it looks at the moment. But these are things that Arne Slot can turn around. But I want to say it looks absolutely brilliant with what we do have at the moment, and I think that the result is a very fair one. It's not a big goal-scoring match, this particular one, but this result that Liverpool was able to iron out shows once again that resilience that is needed to show why they were champs last season and why they probably are putting their hand up again to say, hey, we're back here, we're going to be champs, and we want to take it to the clubs this season again, and showing them against the only rivals I really think that Liverpool have had in recent history. There's a lot of talk of the old rivalry, the Manchester United versus Liverpool, but I think that's more of banter between fans than it actually is competition between the clubs. I think Liverpool and Arsenal have been a lot closer in recent history, kind of like through the 90s that Manchester United and Arsenal were, and I think now it's Liverpool and Arsenal that's really doing that, and perhaps one could throw Manchester City into that mix as well, but I don't think that they have really shown the consistency in last season and coming into the season either. So it's really been Liverpool and Arsenal, and I think this match showed how close both of these teams are when it comes to power, agility on the field, the type of players that they have, the type of mentality that they have, and the type of gameplay. But Liverpool, of course, just edging that, and I think this hinges on the type of talent that Liverpool has and the ability to finish. And the question comes up again, will Arsenal's lack of finishing perhaps be the undoing again this season? We saw it happen to them in last season, and could it be that it's happening to them again this season? Well, I don't know. It is quite early to make that type of call, but I think that has been their undoing in this fixture that they played against Liverpool, and Liverpool, of course, showing that they can rely on more than just a Mohamed Salah or more than just a Hugo Ekitike in front of goal, or more than just a Cody Gakpo, that they have the depth in players able to score and able to push forward and really upset the defense of the teams that they're playing against. Now, speaking of defense, on the Liverpool side, a lot more solid in this match than I think in the first two matches, which I think was a little bit of a concern and a frustration, but a lot more composed. Very beautiful to see from Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate, very clean, very composed, and really just showing that they mean business at the back. Then, of course, Dominik Szoboszlai, absolutely fantastic in that right back position, and I can only get excited for what's going to happen when the players that's out on injury come back and we're able to swing things around, and all of a sudden Liverpool have a lot more depth. And speaking about depth, that brings me to the second important bit of news for Liverpool Football Club. So Liverpool are busy finalising a British record deal in the region of about £125 million to bring Alexander Isak to Liverpool. Medical has been done and everything is set in motion to get the Swedish international into Liverpool at the moment. Now, this is a brilliant signing for Liverpool, and I have said that I have had my own set of fears around this, but I also did say about how exciting this move could be for Liverpool. He's tall, he's fast, he's already Premier League proven. I mean, he netted 23 goals for the Magpies in the last season, and also putting out 6 assists in that campaign. So him coming into Liverpool shows that Liverpool is really strengthening its squad. It's boosting its firepower, and I think it is a very necessary signing for the Reds, because Alexander Isak brings a lot with him, and he brings that width, that width that he has. He brings the attacking attacking power that he has. I mean, just imagine him complementing players like Hugo Ekitike, Mohamed Salah playing alongside Alexander Isak. And I think that is something exciting to see. The prospect of them going out and running out on the field together is extremely, extremely exciting for us. And I think this is very telling that Liverpool isn't being reactive here. They're being proactive in their strategy, in their ambition, and it shows that bringing someone like Alexander Isak in, Liverpool is saying, hey, we're not just a one season wonder where we're just going to take the title and then we're going to lay back and react to whatever's happening. No, what they're actually doing is showing that they are serious to contend not only for the Premier League again, but for every single trophy that they are involved in. And I think that that speaks volumes about the leadership and about the management of the club at the moment. That shows that they are forward thinking, that they know exactly what they are doing. Now, this is going to be exciting to see what happens when the teams do come back from the international break and how Alexander Isak will complement the play style of Liverpool and complement what we have up front. It's going to be really, really exciting to see how the changes are made and how that speaks to Liverpool's strategy and to their tactics, and especially that of Arne Slot, which I'm excited to see. I've been saying the word exciting and excitement over and over, but that's just where I am. That this is an exciting time to be a Liverpool fan. Man, it's exciting to be a football fan at the moment, because as Liverpool is excited to see this change happen and Alexander Isak being brought in, I'm sure that rivals and competitions or competitive clubs are saying, okay, bring it on, Liverpool. We've got some of our own tactics and our own strategy that we'd like you to try and get past, because we've got strategy to bring to you. We've been watching your gameplay. We know exactly what to expect. And of course, I'm excited on the other side to see Liverpool answer those questions and say, okay, you've got defensive and midfield strategy against us, but here's what we have. We've got a lot more depth. We've got a lot more rotation, and we've got our secret weapon, Alexander Isak, ready up front to slot away some more goals for the Reds alongside Cody Gakpo, Mohamed Salah, and Hugo Ekitike. Man, this is really, really exciting stuff. So what does this mean for Liverpool? It means confidence, ambition, and strategy. A statement win over title rivals matched or paired with a landmark signing. It shows that the Reds are really, really serious in this campaign, and it shows that they are prime challengers for every trophy. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that match between Liverpool and Arsenal and the result? What do you think about Dominik Szoboszlai's absolutely monster free kick? What do you think about Alexander Isak finally coming to Liverpool? Let me know in the comments. Hit a like on this, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Let's grow this community. This is Neil for Neil Raters Football.